And hello, happy Friday night. And I just want to say that I had planned on getting the rest of the readings up yesterday, but I just got really tired and things just stopped making sense after a while. So I am back today, this evening, to do readings for the rest of you. So if you've been waiting, here we go. We're going to start with Libra. And so this reading is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for our Libra friends. And if you have been here before, thanks for coming back. And if you are new, welcome, welcome. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button, I'm telling you, not just because of me, but because of the people that are in this group. We've got 3,300 people here, and they're wonderful. Every last one of them that comments is wonderful. So you're going to want to be part of the Cool Kids Club, just saying. All right, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm using the Gilded Tarot today. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign of Libra from the 15th of November until the 30th of November. And anything you need to know about this reading is down in the description, along with my email address if you would like a private reading based on your own private energy. If you are not sure what a general reading is, please read below and you will know. All right, here we go. All right, you know I can't do this myself. Got to call in the big guns, right? Okay. So I call in Archangel Michael, archangels, angels and guides, and holders of the pure white light to bless me while I open a line of communication with Spirit. If you could please protect me while I do so. Gods and goddesses, angels and guides, and archangels, please, I need your help. I can't do this alone. Thank you for the beautiful blessing of this gift that I can share, Spirit. Okay. Someone needs to check on Joan. I don't know who Joan is. I'm hearing that someone needs to check on Joan. So if you know a Joan, please check on her. Make sure she's well. And Jason. Joan and Jason. I don't know why. But, okay. Here we go. Ready? First card is the card that gives the energy to the whole reading, right? The underlying energy. Oh, and somebody needs clarity. So it looks like Libra, of course, this is your sign, right? This is, well, this isn't your sign, but this is how you're represented within the tarot. And this is swords, right? Swords are communication, and you guys are great communicators. So this is clarity, communication. So this could be a new friendship. This could be just a conversation that needs to be had. The thing is that communicators that are really good, they tend to, they can be harsh with their words. This can be that. So because it is a sword, just be aware that it can be communication that may cut you. So sometimes that's what happens in clarity, right? Sometimes you've had you've misspoke with somebody, or someone is upset with you, or you guys, you don't agree on politics or religion or something, and something was said, and there is some clarity that needs to take place. It could also be in love. That there could be clarity that needs to be taken in love. All right. Gosh, these cards are flipping everywhere today. Maybe it's just my hands. But this deck just feels really charged lately. I put them outside with stones. Gems for the full moon for the charging, and they are charged. They are really charged. Okay. All right. So, okay. So maybe there needs to be some clarity because you feel that there's some sort of a deception going on. So someone is deceiving you, or you feel as though someone is deceiving you. We've got the Seven of Swords here, and the Seven of Swords, this is you can see the picture of him sort of slinking off, looking behind him, making sure that that no one is watching. It looks like he's got 5 of the 7. He couldn't carry them all, but he probably will come back. But I think that's what you need clarity on. You need clarity on deception. Somebody has not told you the whole story, perhaps. Somebody has maybe told you something that you didn't believe and you have to get clarification on it. So, deception. It may have to do with money. I'm just saying. It may have to do with money. Or something of worth. But you need your answer. You need it now. And you've been waiting long enough for this answer. So it's going to come fast. Things are going to roll fast. If you call this meeting and you want to have this conversation with this person, it's going to be, yep, let's go ahead and talk. So just be aware that it's not going to be, oh yeah, let's do it next Tuesday or next Thursday. Now, the Eight of Wands is action. So the wands are action. And so someone is... deceiving you, and you want answers, or you feel as though they're deceiving you. So, yeah, that'll happen right away once you decide that you have enough nerve to give them a call. It's going to happen. But I don't know how it's going to come out. The thing is that in these conversations, it can be tough, right? Especially if you're talking about money. Money weirds people out. I don't know why. Talks about money weird people out, and I'm one of those people that isn't like this, and I don't understand people who are like this. I guess, I don't know, people put a lot of worth in money and I don't, so I put more worth in people and relationships and things that I can do with my son, things like that. So I mean, money, we need it to get by, but I'm not a lover of money. I don't hoard my money. I would much rather give it to someone who needs it more. Anyway, that being said, sorry, I digress. The card here, the Five of Cups, is showing, some disappointment and sadness. That this whole thing has gone down, I think. You feel deceived. You need to have a talk about it. It's got to be done quickly, and I don't know that there's going to be a good outcome for that. If you decide to do that, just know that the Five of Cups is here, and it's the card of, sadness and feeling, I wouldn't say depressed, I would say feeling as though you've lost the fight, I guess. And it just didn't turn out very well, and you guys didn't get along very well during this conversation. It was just tense and awkward. That's all. There's a new start. So perhaps by the end of this conversation, perhaps you are trying to clear up this stuff so this person can have a new start, or so you can have a new start with this person. So this could be a child, it could be a spouse, it could be a friend. And sometimes those talks about money, they get a little tense, right? So perhaps you're just trying to clear all this up so you can have a new start with this person, whether it be in friendship or family or what have you. The holidays are coming up and we know we're going to have to stare at each other across the dinner table. Let's just get together and talk and have coffee, that kind of thing. It could also be someone that you were dating and are no longer dating, of course. That's not what I'm feeling here. Well, I guess you would be friends, maybe, at that point. So that could very well be the Chariot. So the Chariot is coming up under the Ace of Swords. And the Chariot's a vehicle, right? The Chariot will bring things to and fro. It could be a literal vehicle. It could take you to a place. It could also be it could also be the card of travel, right? Like, I'm not talking just coming to your place in a car. I'm talking like overseas travel, traveling. The thing is that, the person who is driving the Chariot really needs to be careful, because if things start to fall apart, if these two go opposite ways, things are going to start to fly off this Chariot and it's going to crumble. So I would say that if you are going to meet this person for that conversation, because that is coming up under the Ace, it's coming up under the Ace of Wands. If you are going to that person to have conversation, just be aware that you need to keep control of that conversation, because it could go off the rails. Just be careful with your words. If you have to have this conversation, be careful with your words. It could very well go off the rails. The person you're speaking with, or perhaps you could be single. This is coming up under the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Is this maybe not a talk about money? Maybe this is a talk about relationship? Oh, okay. So it could very well be that it's a talk about relationships. So the Seven of Swords is coming up over this Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles usually is someone who is single and, you know, abundant, beautiful, handsome, smells good, looks good, you know, is sort of the person that everyone's looking at kind of thing. So I'm wondering if this conversation is about a breakup of a marriage or a potential breakup of a relationship of some kind. So I feel as though this conversation needs to take place because whomever needs the conversation to take place feels as though their person is being stolen from them. So this could be someone confronting someone about infidelity, about having relations with somebody else outside the relationship. That's kind of, as I read it, that's how I see it. So conversation about being deceptive and not giving all the information, and the Chariot, and then this Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, it could be a conversation about stop talking to my husband, stop talking to my wife. Could very well be. You want victory, of course, makes sense, right? But it looks like you want a quick victory though. Like you just want to be able to go in and say, look, this is what I need. This is what I want. Do you agree to my terms? So this is someone who's very popular. You know, you could be on social media or something like that. You could be a very popular person at work, in your community. But whomever is calling this meeting wants to be victorious in the information that they get. Now, that being said, with the other way that I'm looking at these cards now, I am seeing that I do believe that this could be a confrontation of people about stealing a spouse, about something like that, or a relationship is broken up and now these two come back together and one is confronting the other on what has happened. So it looks like this meeting is going to be coming very quickly. That would make sense. It's all about heartbreak. It's all about heartbreak and sadness because the two of you are going on your own way with your new persons or person, and you're going away in a vehicle or perhaps overseas. You're now single, and that is the thing that needs to be spoken about. Yeah. So you want to be victorious with expediting all of this. You know, you just want to get it over with. It's not a good conversation to have, and you just want to get it over with, right? Coming up under the Five of Cups is the Moon, and you never can tell, right? You don't know what's coming up in the future. You don't know what's coming you don't know what's coming up in the future. You'll have to use your intuition, right? That's all you have at this point because you're in the dark. You're kind of walking away in the dark. You don't really know what's going on at this point. And you're sad, you know. These two came up together. You're sad, you're scared, you're frightened, you know, and it's time that you move on your own, in your own way, on your own way. I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you're going through this, I'm really sorry. It's not an easy conversation to have. Let me get that card. Card dive. Hang on. There we go. It is about a marriage. Yep. It's about a marriage, my friends. Yeah. Somebody wants a new start in a marriage with someone else. And that is the conversation that is going to take place. Either the couple is coming together and saying, we're done, I'm going to my new person, or I'm sorry it ended up this way, but I have a new person, and we're about to get married. the thing is that you are the magician. You do know that you have all of the things you need to manifest what you want. So if you are the person that I'm talking to who is losing your spouse, whose marriage is broken up, who is, you know, feeling this way and feeling this way, then I would suggest that you start manifesting what you want. If you want to manifest, you know, being, you know, forgiveness, or whatever is in your future, you know that you have everything you need to do that. So start asking questions of the universe. Start acting as though you have the things that you already have the things that you want, and it will come to you. I promise you, it will come to you. But you're terrified. You are terrified of going into the abyss by yourself. And I don't blame you. I've been there, and it is terrifying, especially if you've been in a relationship for a very long time. The devil shows up whenever there's a lot of fear. The devil loves fear. He feeds on fear, right? So the devil loves fear, and the thing is that you can feel chained to your anger and sadness and pain, or you can choose to have the devil have no control over you, and you can manifest your way out of this and into something new. You do have it within you. You are intuitive, clearly, or that card wouldn't have come up. So yeah, the devil is here, absolutely, mostly on everybody's shoulder. But the thing is that you do have the power to manifest whatever you want. You can, I always say to my friend, you can change your mind. You can decide not to be angry. You can decide not to be sad. You could decide to change your mind. You could decide not to be scared. So I want you to go ahead and make sure that you are manifesting the things that you need right now, right at this time, right on this day. Not into the future, not in the past, but like right now. What do you need? Not manifesting for your kids. Manifest what you need. Because it's time to drop those burdens. They're heavy. The things that we carry on our mind and our shoulders are super heavy. These are all actions, things that have been done, that are in the past, but this dude's still carrying them around. I think that we feel as though if we drop them, then we aren't, how can I say, that we aren't paying homage to them, I suppose, that we're not giving them enough respect. Those things that we went through in our past that made us who we are, we should respect those things, and I get that, but you need to drop them because it's time, it's your time. It's your time right now. It's your time to do the things that you need to do for you. So drop all those burdens, all the things. Interesting, when I put down this card here, this friend here is looking straight at the devil. So I suggest you look him right in the eye and just drop your burdens and be done. And yeah, that is a telling tale right there. Whoever I'm speaking to directly, you are a tough nut. You are a tough nut. Yep. Looking the devil in the eye. And then it's going to be time to wait. So you're going to drop your burdens, and then it's going to be time to, you know, plant what seeds you want planted in your manifestations. And then it's going to be time to just let it go. Just let the universe take care of it. And so just plant those seeds. Know that that everything is going to come to fruition, and just wait. I know waiting is hard. I know it really is hard, but you'd be surprised how quickly time flies when you are waiting, especially if you're having fun while it's happening. There's a King of Pentacles here. It could very well be that the person who was your person is the Ten of Pentacles, or the person that you do not yet know could be your person. You might be manifesting this person because this card is touching the Magician card. So the King of Pentacles, he is the charitable king, and he loves to help. He's kind. Things bloom around him. He is, you know, he can be a bit of a hard nose when it comes to money because he is the accountant. He's the money guy, and he just really wants to make sure that everybody in the kingdom has everything that they need in terms of jobs and things like that. So he's a pretty helpful guy. Now, then comes the Wheel of Fortune, and that's pretty amazing because that tells me that that's your clean slate. It's time to push all this aside, everything that you've gone through up to here, and it's time to just move forward. move forward from here, because this Wheel of Fortune comes, the divine timing happens. The Wheel of Fortune comes when you are to be moving forward in your life. So there is going to be a time that it's gonna push you forward. It looks like it's around this King of Pentacles here. It is after you drop your burdens for sure, and after you make your peace with the devil, after you tell him to take a hike because you're not having it, and then things are going to start to move forward for you. Wow, look at that. And then the Two of Cups. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yep. Then love comes. So you know what? Sometimes you have to go through the worst to get to the best, right? And you are the person who has come out of this with victory, right? This may not have been the way that you wanted to win. This may not be the way that you wanted to win, but you did win, and you won the battle, and you are victorious. You've taken all the swords, you've beaten up everybody that was in your way, but it may not be the way you wanted it, but it is a small victory. It's a small victory. I'd say that being able to love again is a large victory myself. Ooh, then you're going to hit a bit of a tower. But you know what? The thing is that when the tower comes, it shakes everything down to push the rubble away so you can start fresh and not make the same mistakes again. So you can build that tower in a different way, build it stronger, and you're wiser, stronger. You have more information now. You won't be taken again. That's for darn sure. You are stronger and smarter than you ever were. Just take a look here. This is the last card coming out, and then we're going to do some oracle cards for you. Just one moment here. We have a Queen of Pentacles. Guess what? We have a match set. There we go. Yeah. So it could be that you're either the Queen or the King of Pentacles, and it looks like you might be on your way to meeting a soulmate. So divine timing. Just remember that there's a tower that's coming up first, and it's going to, although you've had yourself a bit of a victory, the troubles aren't out of the way yet. However, after the tower is when she comes in, and she is also the queen who is very kind and giving, just like she's also really busy. Like she's the mother, you know, she's fixing the roof and up in the eavesdrops, and you know, she's doing everything for everyone. She's rearing the children, watching the neighbors' kids. Like, she is the multitasking queen. Okay, so I just want to ask Spirit if there's an outcome here, if we can have an outcome. Everything stays the same here, Spirit. Do we have an outcome for this general reading for Libra for November 15th to the 30th? Okay. Ooh. All right. So the way the cards came out are, first of all, a little bit of inner turmoil, it looks like. Making decisions. Should I or shouldn't I? That kind of thing. So yeah, there's some inner turmoil coming up. It could be around the Queen of Pentacles, of course. It could be around that love card or around the tower, but it looks like you're going to have to make some decisions that are going to cause you to be back and forth in your head. Next one is, you know, feeling a little bit indifferent, I guess, about the way life's going and the things that are going on around you. But don't miss the opportunity, okay? This person is looking straight at the opportunity, but doesn't know if they're going to take it. They're feeling kind of indifferent. Do I want it? Do I want the opportunity? So there's going to be an opportunity of love coming your way, and it could very well be coming from the Empress as well. So the Empress is all the queens, and she's also intuitive. This could also be you, Libra. You could be the Empress, being the queen and being all the queens and being intuitive. And then it looks like you're going to have to be defending some of your choices. So there's going to be someone in your life who's not going to like your choices. I'm going to bet it's the ex. So perhaps the ex isn't happy with you finding a king or a queen or an empress. So this is feeling a little bit defensive. So yeah, it looks like things are moving in the right direction. We did see that there was the the Wheel of Fortune, and that is great. All of this in divine timing. It's not going to be all thrown on you at once. You, of course, Spirit's going to give you a chance to take a breath in between. Let's see what we can find for some good news out of these here. Notes from the universe. Love these cards. What do we got here? Oops. Okay. We'll do it this way then, because they're so big. Ah, there we go. Alrighty. There we go. Change is always good. This looks like so much change, Libra. So much change. But change is always good. It says here, actually, the only effective way of changing another person is to change yourself. That's why I was saying you can change your mind anytime you want to. When you're really mad or you're really sad, I always say to my BFF, you can always change your mind. You can decide that you're not going to do it. It's by changing yourself. It works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally-hoo, the universe. Great. And, yep, there they are. Power of love. There we go. Power of love. Willingness. That's a good one too. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Nice. Yeah, and it looks like here the end result is love. You are headed in the right direction. You have a new start in love, right? In marriage, possibly with a queen or a king, and things are moving in the direction you need to move them in, and there's nothing to be sad about here. I mean, I know it's hard. I know it's hard going through the single life. It can be a little bit freaky, but you know, you have intuition. You are the Empress. So I would suggest that you use that. It's going to take you through the Tower moment. Don't forget, a Tower moment can be good and bad. You can either win the lottery or be in a fender bender, right? So it can be good or bad. We don't know what this Tower moment is. So that's all I have for you, Libra. And I'm really surprised that that all came out, because last night I could not make heads or tails of it. I was trying so hard. Okay, so thank you for coming here. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button to be part of this such wonderful group of 3,300 people on my page here. And please leave me some comments. Let me know how things are going with you, if it resonated or not. On Sunday is coming your weekly wisdom. So I'm going to get on that pretty soon so we don't get behind for next week. All right? See ya. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.